This gives people the impression that I just go around like flirting with girls on the internet.
Boy, it's your boy Tipster. Thank you for subbing.
And nothing could be further from the truth.
Sounds like a good time to me. What are we doing?
I always have to hear about how I cheat on my wife with e-girls all the time. This gives people the impression that I just go around like flirting with girls on the internet. And nothing could be further from the truth. And nothing could be further from the truth. And nothing could be further from the truth.
So Tipster says, nice, looks great. Also, your friend kinda cute, haha. AP says, ayo, she's 16.
I'm a pedophile.
Ladies love the jiggly with his...
That is so green.
What do you feel like doing?
I love my wife. I would never ever cheat on my wife. And like, so if I ever had a question about sex, like, you know, most kids would be embarrassed to ask their parents about it. What a dumbass. I'd say I'm average. My wife's not complaining, so fuck you, bitch. What a fucking pussy. I mean, at the end of the day, like, we're friends. Like, me and Keffels are friends. So like, we talk about a lot of things. I got a little aroused by it.
In the past 2 episodes of the Tipster Chronicles, we covered the uncontrollable desire and horniness the Tip has for e-whores online, specifically goth mommies, as we're gonna see today.
You're not an e-girl, you're an e-whore. And you're my e-whore.
What you want to do? What are we gonna do next weekend? Want to hang out? Want to grab some drinks? Maybe go to a bar?
So fuck you! So what are you talking about? I got this! I got this!
And then in the second episode, having a very calm and rational, great showing in a debate against the one and only Salvo Pancakes, where he truly demonstrated how great of a debater he is.
You said you have proof in my chat that those DMs are legitimate, so show me the fucking proof. You have nothing, you never had anything, so shut the fuck up, go fuck yourself. Literally go fuck yourself. But if I have some like little boy.
But today, Tipster recently has made an announcement that he's moving on from the commentary community for being too toxic. But that didn't mean shit for his actual content. It was more just a passive-aggressive way of telling people like Augie RFC and Nicholas Diorio and Bo Blacks that he doesn't want to associate or fuck with them anymore. Because if you look at his channel, he still makes the exact same videos as before. Nothing has changed. He still covers the same topics.
I'd say I'm average. My wife's not complaining, so.
But what is the commentary community, and is it truly this toxic cesspool of just negativity and hate to the extent where it affected the Tip's mental health so strongly? Well, we have a conversation to look to find this out. Tipster talked to Augie RFC, one of the main commentary members, about this live on stream, and Tipster goes on to say that the community was just too toxic for him. And when pressed to give genuine examples and to back up any of the shit he's saying, the best example he can come to is that Augie said on stream that he didn't believe Tipster, that he wasn't having a thing with one of his e-whores online, who he literally got caught fucking texting in a private DM that she was hot enough to fuck, and that Tipster was interested.
But like, one of the things that you said in that like stream that like kind of bothered me is you had reached out to me and you had asked like, yo, like what's the deal with like you and this girl? Is there something going on? Like, what's the deal? And I kind of like let you know, like there's nothing going on between, you know, me and this girl or anything like that. It's like cheating on my wife or anything like that. And then like you went on your stream and you turned around and you said, Tipster said this isn't cheating, but I gotta be honest, big X to doubt. And so like when I saw that, like admittedly, I didn't really appreciate that.
So this is the best example that Tipster can bring up of how the commentary community is too toxic for him to personally handle. And can we just take a look at what the DMs really were between him and this e-whore? Tipster says, I thought you looked great in that photo, to be honest. Goth mommy could get it. Lol. Yeah? Yeah, buddy? Goth mommy could get it.
I love my wife, okay? I would never cheat on my wife. I would never cheat on my wife.
By the way, this is Tipster, just for a reminder. So I just want you guys to always picture this face when I read these messages out loud. Next we got, in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. I wanted to check in on you and make sure you're okay. Thank you, heart. I feel awful. My eyes are almost swollen shut. And then again on the same day at 11 a.m., he says again, yo, homie, just wanted to check up on you and make sure you were okay. Where she says, yeah, I'm all right and whatnot. And then Tipster sends another message and he says, I don't give this to many people, but if you ever need to talk, don't hesitate to call or text me. I'm a busy guy, so I may not respond immediately, but I will respond. And then drops his actual fucking number to this e-whore. This is normal behavior. And it gets fucking worse. She says, thank you, gotcha. And he then says, like, keep going. He's so horny. Anything for pink-haired hot goth mommy. LMAO, JK. And she just replies with laughing emojis, laughing at you. Like she's not responding. She's not reciprocating. How many times do you have to get it, Tipster? She doesn't want your fucking cock.
I'd say I'm average.
But if there's one thing you need to know about Tipster, it's that the tip doesn't stop no matter what. By all means, the tip will go where it desires. And he keeps going, trying, responding with, what can I say? I got a thing for goth chicks. Ha ha. And again, she just replies, not reciprocating, saying, don't we all? And in another text message he sends to her, he says, notice the new profile picture. Not gonna lie, looking kinda hot in hot pink. Winky smiley. Is this normal? I don't know about you guys, but if I get on my, I don't know if I'm insecure or what, but if I'm in a relationship, if I have a wife where this guy is married, and I go and look at my phone and I see that my wife is texting other dudes, hey, notice the new profile picture. Looking those that six pack, those abs, that ab picture you posted, that's looking kind of hot. It's over. That's weird as shit behavior. And she just says thanks, and he keeps going 3 straight messages. Yeah, it looks good. Even hotter, goth mommy. Ha ha ha. New profile is even better, homie. And he texts again at 10 p.m. I guess she changed it again. Probably because she was disgusted with Tipster's response at the first profile picture.
What do you feel like doing?
But then he goes on to blame Augie for all the remarks he gets about how he cheats on his wife and how he has to deal with that on the daily.
And so, like, when I saw that, like, admittedly, I didn't really appreciate that. And that has resulted in this, like, constant shitstorm of, like, I always have to hear about how I cheat on my wife with e-girls all the time.
Hey, dipshit, piece of advice. If you don't want people making jokes at your expense on you cheating on your wife with e-girls online, how about you don't fucking DM them consistently, acting horny on main, telling them that they're hot enough to fuck, and that goth mommies could get it, and you have a thing for goth chicks. Like, holy shit, dude. This is no one else's fault but your own. These are all the consequences to your own actions. It's not the toxic community, it's not Augie and other people making jokes, making fun of you that now you have to deal with all this bullshit. It's nothing but yourself.
This gives people the impression that I just go around, like, flirting with girls on the internet.
Boy, it's your boy Tipster. Thank you for subbing.
And nothing could be further from the truth.
Sounds like a good time to me. What are we doing?
I always have to hear about how I cheat on my wife with e-girls all the time. This gives people the impression that I just go around, like, flirting with girls on the internet. And nothing could be further from the truth. And nothing could be further from the truth. And nothing could be further from the truth.
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
know.
okay, if you're talking about the AP DMs or whatever, it's like, I mean, you were fucking flirting with her in private, right?
I mean, no, not really. I mean, maybe that's your interpretation of, like, flirting, but no, that's not flirting. I think when people fail to
about how, like, hot she looks and that she was your, like, goth mommy, and you...
Yeah, so Augie goes on to confront him on this, and Tipster blatantly declines that this isn't flirting.
No, that's not flirting.
Are we reading the same fucking messages here? These aren't even one-off comments, too. It's consistent. Horny tip, horny tip, horny fucking message he sends to these e-whores. And she's not even reciprocating, too. This is sad.
Well, the funny thing about the goth mommy thing is that, like, goth mommy wasn't even a name that I gave her. It was someone in my chat who gave her that name. She was on my stream one time and she had her face cam on, right? And, like, somebody commented that she looked like a goth mommy, and it was in reference to the fact that she looked goth and she's a mom, right? So that became, like, this meme between us and, like, all of our other friends and stuff that she was the goth mommy. So there's, like, so much context there that everybody's missing.
And to see him go through all these mental gymnastics to explain that it's not flirting to tell someone that they're hot enough that you want to fuck them is incredible.
It was just banter between two friends. I joke with a lot of friends like that. What a dumbass!
I'm not trying to, like, clip chimp you, but I'm just genuinely asking, like, when you're saying stuff like, I thought you looked great in that photo, goth mommy could get it, or whatever, and you're talking about how you're
They're
like
jokes.
home alone.
They're fucking jokes.
I mean, there's just so many, and it's in private. It's like, who's the joke for?
Literally true. At least if he was making like the horny tweets on public, like Twitter, acting horny on main that he's done in the past, at least he has that like net to catch himself that, hey man, I'm just memeing, I'm just doing this little bit online for it to be a joke for everyone else. But these are private messages. You're talking one-on-one with this person who, again, isn't reciprocating at all. You just look like a horny freak consistently sending these "I love goth mommies" messages over and over again to a girl who's so uninterested in you.
I mean, flat out, like, whether you want to say it's a joke or not, you got busted talking like sexually to another fucking woman.
Was
like,
it really
privately.
sexual though?
I mean, you were saying she could get it. Like, what's the implication?
Yeah,
there?
as a fucking joke, dude.
Yeah, dude, these are memes. These are all jokes. I can't see how this possibly could be interpreted as anything sexual.
What a dumbass.
But Tipster actually responded to these allegations, letting everyone know the big question that we were all wondering on if him and his wife, if him and Mrs. Tip are doing okay. And he reassures us that his marriage is still intact and it's stronger than ever.
I mean, yeah, I'm a married dude and happily married. By the way, everybody's speculating on the state of my marriage. It's fine. Everybody seems to think I'm going to get a divorce or whatever because of this shit, but no, like everything's fine. I talked to my wife about this, the day that it happened, and then like this morning, and she was just like, who cares?
Well, at least the silver lining in all of this is that it's good to know that Mr. Tip and Mrs. Tip are doing great. And they're having a great marriage, they're having a great relationship, everything's fine in the Tip household.
We're the type of couple that we can be scrolling through Instagram pictures and I'd be like, yo, that chick's pretty hot, huh? And she's like, yeah. And then like she does the same thing with dudes or whatever. So it's like,
We just skipping past that? Hey man, at the end of the day, run your relationship however you want. I mean, everybody's up to their own free will, free whatever. But I never want to be in a situation in my life where my wife is scrolling through Instagram and showing me a picture of how hot another dude is. Hey man, I don't know about you, your relationship, your goals, but that's just something I don't think that I'm gonna have in my life, or want, or no.
And like, so if I ever had a question about sex, like, you know, most kids would be embarrassed to ask their parents about it. I was never embarrassed by that because we were very open with sex.
I got this.
But Tipster cheating on his wife aside, his main point in all of this was to explain to everyone else and Augie and other members of the commentary community that it was too toxic and that he's leaving. But that's his decision, despite how retarded he sounds explaining his points. But let's see the new communities and the new people he's associating with that are less toxic and that are more holy, that are better people than the toxic commentary community.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I understand that you guys don't like Keffels. I had a conversation with her. We got to know each other. This is something I've always been open to doing. And through that, we kind of like got to talking, we got to know each other, and we just kind of clicked, right? I mean, at the end of the day, like, we're friends. Like, me and Keffels are friends. So, like, we talk about a lot of things.
Oh, Keffels. That's a non-toxic individual, I'm pretty sure, who doesn't have a past history of doing any deplorable shit 10 times worse anything the commentary community has ever done. Like, I'm pretty sure she would never do anything like making fun of someone for having cancer or lying about getting assaulted by police or anything like that. Like, these are non-toxic individuals, and there's no way the Tipster would associate with someone who would do those kind of things, those kind of deplorable actions, if he's moving on in life from the non-toxic people. Keffels is far better of a moral person than Augie RFC or Nicholas Diorio or any of these toxic commentary community members, and she's definitely someone you want to associate with in the future.
Oh yeah, meanwhile he stealths people, which is legitimately a form of rape.
So you think like the area around like my show is like too toxic or something?
I mean, you know, I don't mean to say this to like sound like a dick or whatever, but like, yeah, like to some extent, yeah.
Oh yeah, meanwhile he stealths people, which is legitimately a form of rape.
Have all those nice conversations with Keffels, treasure those deeply, be sure to support her videos, standing in solidarity with her as she goes to war with Leafy, sharing out the hashtag of no chin. You know, Leafy could only dream and hope to have as many chins as you, Tipster. But you know, as I was doing my research for this video, something wasn't clicking on why he would be friends with someone as toxic as Keffels when he claimed to get rid of all the toxic people in his life, like in the commentary community. But I think I finally came to the conclusion as the detective I am on this Lyrics channel, and this is the evidence right here. Without fail, every single picture that Keffals posts on Instagram with her tits out, he immediately likes the photo. Why? Why doesn't he immediately like the photo for other pictures where her titties aren't out? Curious.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, we're friends. Like, me and Keffals are friends. So, like, we talk about a lot of things. I got a little aroused by it.
I mean, it's no surprise that this pathetic pussy immediately sent out a tweet congratulating and honoring iDubbbz for his recent video for how much he's changed as a person. This guy's a loser and has always been a loser, but at least I can say that he gets one thing that I don't get. He gets that 16-year-old pussy.
Your friend kinda cute, haha. Ayo, she's 16.
I'm a pedophile.
Be sure to follow my new Twitter account. Tipster blocked it within 30 minutes. This man is on my cock.
Tired of being what you want me to be. Feeling so obese, can't get out of my chair. Don't know what you're expecting of me, but under the pressure of shedding off some pride, can't stop eating all